Hello! This is MM.
Kyle.
Well, Lance.
Lance. Hello.
We are the LU Boys, and we are discussing Chapter 2 of Hold Paramount, the Engineer's Responsibility to Society. In Chapter 2, we start off with the engineering profession, and it's Sunday, and you sleep in till 9 o'clock, you shower, and you feed your cat. Then you decide to go for breakfast. You then order pancakes and whatnot, and you're just waiting for your breakfast. Then you see this girl that you knew from school. You went to your engineering school together. Her name's Kelly. So you start talking to Kelly, and she doesn't seem so happy. And she tells you that the company that she's working for is dumping chromium-4 into the river, which is not good for the river.
That's horrible.
Horrible. Terrible.
Way.
But she's in charge of this, and her boss doesn't really care. He's kind of going against the thing that he can't do.
And okay, so Kelly says the reason that she doesn't try to speak out against her boss is because she is a professional, and as one of the boxes say, just because you're a professional doesn't give you the excuse to just totally avoid your code of ethics and your morals and what you believe is the right thing to do. So Kelly is just pretty much implying that she is a professional and she has to do her job, and that's more important than keeping the water supply healthy.
And the code of ethics. The code of ethics is like a guideline for professional engineers to in order to keep them in place.
Usually engineers can pick their own work and they don't have to take a job if they don't want to do it. And it's part of their responsibility to serve the public the public expects engineers to make the right decisions of the jobs they should do so they can keep the environment healthy and the public healthy. Now, your job doesn't require you to make tough decisions like Kelly's engineering practice does, and you're really grateful for that.
Alright, so you have your own viewpoints about the situation, and you don't want to offend her, so you ask her what her view is. And she's not too happy about it either, but she doesn't want to lose her job. So she says something about how her boss says she's halfway through her 6-month trial period, and that she's doing a pretty good job.
Then she says how credible that her firm is, that it even got listed on some website that lists really good employers for professionals. And you mentioned that also a site or a company that laid off 2,000 people was recently listed on that website as well. So websites don't really mean anything just because that company is good for employees looking for jobs, then that doesn't mean that the company doesn't need to lay off people. So you really have to do a lot of more research when you're a professional looking for an occupation in engineering. I think that you can afford to be ethical when looking for a job, but I mean, sometimes engineers might have to go against their values to get a job. What do you think you should draw the line on how far you're willing to go against your morals to go into a job?
I mean, I think if you're interested in the job, or you have your mind set in doing a job, you shouldn't just go for the money. You should just go in and do the job and serve the community and make it right.
So I mean, you're probably going to have to do what you don't want to do sometimes. What do you think the limit is on if your boss wants you to, for example, dump waste into a river? What do you think you have to say, and no, I won't do that? Or how do you go about confronting your boss with that?
Well, you really don't want to get fired, so
yeah.
But you need to come up with a way in order to tell them that you really don't want to do it. So,
And what are you gonna do if your boss still tells you to do that? Like, what's the right thing to do if you know this is gonna harm society, but it's what the job is, it's what's required for the job.
well, like people used to say, it's better serving the whole, it's better serving 1,000 people than killing one person. That's actually army stuff. So, in order to save people, you can just like quit the job or just tell them you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So morals are, if you have to, you just have to say I can't do this and just take your job because that's more important than hurting society.
That is.
Yeah. In Kelly's case, her mom is in a retirement home, and that's the only means of payment she has. So it's either her mom doesn't get the money for the home and doesn't know where to live, or she does the job and gets the money and pays for her mom's home.
See, the thing with Kelly's job is she says that once people get hired for it, it's a lifetime job as long as they do what they're supposed to do. They don't lay off people, which goes back to the thing about the website. The job is very good for people looking for a professional career. It's a very good employing job, but I mean, she really believes that once she makes it, it's going to set her for life. So she's going after her goal of getting a steady job she doesn't have to worry about.
And that's some still discussion.